This Jack drinks coffee black, tells me it's my lucky day. 5 o'clock in the Texas morning, I come a long, long way.
Hello, I'm Jack Cagle. I'm your new Commissioner of Harris County Precinct 4, and I'm here with State Representative Patricia Harless. We'd like to welcome you to our little vignette. Patricia, I'd like to begin by welcoming you, and to a certain extent you should be welcoming me, because this is your home park right here at Meyer Park in the center of Precinct 4.
It is. Thank you for coming out and visiting us.
We have behind us our little preschoolers that are practicing right now. We've got our duck pond, which I think you've talked about a little bit, and I'll let you share a little bit about that and some other features. But before we go too far, what I'd like to do is hand you for a few moments the key to the 33 parks that Harris County Precinct 4
Do I
has
get
the
to keep
privilege
this?
of serving. No, you don't. You'll have to give it back after a little bit. But right now,
Okay.
you're holding the key to the 33 parks of Harris County Precinct number 4. One of the new features of this park that you've had a great role in helping about is the connectivity of our parks. We are trying a newer approach of better governance and better usage of our financial resources. And by that, by connecting all of our parks, it takes fewer park attendants to be able to manage all of our parks, which saves us on our resources. But not only that, it adds to the beauty and convenience of the people who want to come into our park system. And you've been very instrumental in helping Meyer Park along the Spring Creek area, not Spring Creek, but along the Cypress Creek corridor, to become connected to the rest of our parks in this region. And talk a little bit about that process.
The Cypress Creek community has always been a great partner. We partnered with different groups on opportunities to grow the community and create our own little gyms here.
Our new development that we're having from Exxon, which will be moving in soon, and with the thousands, tens of thousands of jobs that they'll be bringing to the region.
Right. We're excited about that.
Now, you also were sharing with me about how you're excited about how we have plans in the future to bring a dog park right here as well.
A dog park would be wonderful. You could pretty much call this a dog park already, because if you come out here about 5:30 at night, there's more dogs than you can actually imagine. But having a place where the dogs can get off leash and run and play and even swim in the water would be a great service to the community. A lot of big dogs, and you know, they like to swim, and not everybody has a pool, so it's an opportunity for them to get out and get cooled off from the hot summers.
Now, what we are in the process of doing is, of course, we have the land which is across the road right over here available for the dog park, but we're going to need a partnership with some private enterprise to be able to make the funding come to pass, so that we can have, and we'll have a large dog area as well as the smaller dogs for the folks that don't necessarily want their little pooches to mix with the big dogs.
Yeah.
Some of them don't mind running with the big dogs, but you got to be careful there.
Some of the little ones think they are big dogs.
Yes. So if you as a listener happen to have a passion for dogs and dog parks, you know, you can contact Patricia or myself, and we would love to partner with our private industry to make sure that we can bring that dream, where we have the land and the facilities and everything ready to go, to a reality. And we're hoping to do that in the very near future. Well, what are some of the other issues that are important to our constituents that we share right here in this region?
Well, we've been talking about all the wonderful quality of life issues that you have out in this community, but with the growth of the suburban areas comes the problems. As the city passes ordinance, more and more of the issues that they outlaw end up moving into the unincorporated area. And if you think about this area, we're 100% unincorporated, about 1.5 million people with actually no level of government besides you. And so it could truly be considered the Wild Wild West. There's not city council or a mayor to go to, which we move out here because we didn't want city council and a mayor. But now we have a huge issue with the illegal massage parlors. And they're actually places that are houses of prostitution. And during the 2009 legislative session, I was able to pass a piece of legislation that gave your office more ability to do ordinances on those type of establishments. And along with that legislation and the rules that y'all have enacted, the county commission, or the constable Ron Hickman and the sheriff have worked together to investigate some of these places, and we've been successful at closing a number of them down, but now they're starting to open back up under different guises. So it's definitely something we have to work on. Another issue that I hear a lot about, and you do too as well, is fireworks. And unfortunately, you know, we've had the drought, but the good part of it was the burn ban. But in this area, when you have times with not enough rain and during holidays, the fireworks are like aerial displays, and it has always been one of the #1 complaints I get during the holidays is we lose a house out here every single holiday. And with 1.5 million people, fireworks are great, and I love them. They just need to be in an area where you can control it and not in a house next door to another house.
And Precinct 4, where we work together, is actually the precinct that has the most of unincorporated Harris County. And so that is something that is near and dear to my heart, to make sure that the folks that are here in this precinct are being adequately served. And so I want to thank you for all the work that you're doing in the legislature to try to make sure that we have the abilities and the tools to be able to serve our constituents, to protect them from fires.
And they still show up and have a fake barbecue with their families and bring their sandwich and their lunch meat and just enjoy it even without using the barbecue pit.
A cooler does wonders.
Yes.
And so you can still enjoy the park. It's still beautiful. Now we have the Pearl Fincher Museum, which is just down the street here a little bit.
The Pearl, as we call it, is our gym in the community, and it's just a perfect opportunity. The kids from all the schools here don't have the opportunity to go downtown like we did when I was growing up to see the Museum of Fine Arts and the different things that a metropolitan city has to offer. And because of that, they've lost a lot of their creativity. Well, now the Pearl is a satellite facility of the Museum of Fine Art downtown. We get the exact same exhibit.
We have this park, we have our other parks, we have the Pearl Fincher Museum, and there's no need for our constituents to travel far, because they have right here in their own backyard those needs that they can meet with regard to our parks, with regard to an extension of our museums. We have libraries that are here to serve.
Fabulous libraries.
We're really blessed indeed.
We are.
And we just need to make sure that we're all able to take advantage of what we have. And Patricia, I want to thank you.
Thank you. So I have to give the key back?
You have to give the key back.
Oh, wow. I wanted to keep it just a little longer.
All right. And thank you all very much for joining us as we discuss the pearls
Yes.
that we have right here in Harris County. Thank you.